Let me tell you one funny story. So when my husband and we got married and we used to live in one house on Bode Thomas Street in Surulere, yes. And we had this Baba landlord and Baba landlady. I don't wish them on you. They're both dead now, thank God. But the reality was, we were a young couple. My husband already rented the place when we met. In fact, we met because he wanted to come and order furniture for that apartment from me. That's why instead of buying furniture, the guy found the girl. So I got paid to furnish the apartment I was going to live in. Anyhow, I don't think I realized that Baba landlord and the Baba landlady, they had a daughter. They had already identified my husband as a good catch. So, my husband worked on the island, she worked on the island, and they said, you can be giving her a ride every morning. So they were riding every morning until this silly girl showed up, and then, so I was the enemy from the beginning. They actually made my life miserable. Even before we got married, they were just terrible and mean. Like, how can a young girl like this own a furniture factory? I even thought it was her father's own. Where did she find the money? This is them saying to my husband's sister that they should tell their mother to go and investigate me. Where did a young girl? See, they did not understand the hand of God when it's upon your life. Anyway, that was one of those 1 million stories I could tell you about them. But one day, I was lamenting to my friend's mom that, when I greet them, sometimes they won't answer. She said, and that's your problem. I said, yes. Now, how can I be greeting elderly people and they won't answer me? She said, I said, mommy, how do you do that? She said, well, you say, good morning, ma. Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. Life is simple. That once you greet them, imagine they've answered you, say the next thing, and say the next thing. And you know what? It worked. Because instantly, I get the satisfaction as if I just had a normal conversation. I have used that thing as a weapon throughout my journey from that moment. Whether in a boardroom, I can deal with anybody. Why? Because I realize that you cannot offend me except I choose to be offended. And it's about how you manage that. So instead of one or two other younger brides in the house that abused and insulted them, I never did. Because what would be my testimony as a young Christian married girl who will insult her father's age mate? That cannot happen. And I was conscious of that.